Hello everyone, today I'm going to be looking at the new and interesting units from the Wargame Red Dragon Double Nation Pack Reds, which introduced Finnish and Yugoslavian units to the game. In this video we'll be looking at the Finnish Logistics and Infantry. So to start we have the Gaz 69 Copper. This is your standard CV or command vehicle, and basically it's just a little truck. I thought this was a really cool little unit. I like the design, it looks very old school. I honestly can't see people using these terribly often. I mean, people will use them if they just want a quick 100-point command vehicle, but the Finnish do get an armored command vehicle for 100 points, so I would expect to see more people using that than this car. Usually these kinds of vehicles are taken for their road speed and off-road speed, so in this case you can see that it has a 90 km/h off-road speed, which is actually really useful in certain situations. But I really just wanted to point out this unit for the design. I thought it was just really cool. Next up we have our standard command infantry squad. They won't be frontline troops at all, but they do come with a nice machine gun if for whatever reason they do need to provide long range fire support with that machine gun. The great thing about this command infantry squad is it can come in quite a lot of different APCs, BTR 60 PBs. You can get the XAs from the Scandinavians, one that comes with a Bushmaster cannon as well. You also get the Mi-8P and the Super Puma, so you have also quite nice air variants to drop these in to places that you would not normally be able to get to with your CV, at least not easily. So you can drop into backsides of forests, or just drive into the back of a town. In this case I've got the truck here, 5 points, that's what I'd probably use, or a helicopter. Now we have the marvel of engineering, the Terra 865BM KPI. This thing just looks so brilliant. It's literally like a front half engine attached to a trailer, and in the middle there's like just a little axle that connects the two parts of this truck, and I just thought it was so funny. It's also amphibious. Currently in the game it sort of sits on top of the water, but I'm sure they'll fix that soon. I wouldn't expect to see players actually take this in their decks, mainly for the fact that it only provides 500 supply. Also, it's pretty slow at 50 km/h off the road, and furthermore, there is a better option which I'm going to show you next. So unless you want something specifically amphibious, you're more likely than not to go for the SA 150 KPI for your supply trucks. They are 15 points each. They have an upgrade of 10 km/h on the speed, but the big upgrade comes to the supply amount. They go from 500 to 800, and I think in general players are going to go for trucks that can carry more supply. If you're going to have to use the amphibious nature of the truck in order to get to specific locations, then more often than not they're going to get destroyed. You generally use supply in safe locations, which you can get to via your supply lines, which makes the SA 150 a more suitable alternative. So let's move on to the infantry, and the first interesting unit that I picked is the Jakari 90. These are a 10-point squad with a decent assault rifle, nothing special, but they have an outstanding machine gun with 491 rounds per minute. They also have 20 rounds per minute on their lore, which is quite nice as well. And they sort of match up to other 10-point squads very well, and I would expect these to be used quite often, as they do come in a range of versatile APCs, although commonly I think we'll see them in the BTR 50s due to the 5-point nature of the APC. So that's the APC that you can see in the background there. Next up we have the NOS Devaki. These guys are pretty cool. They have an awesome design, really nice helmets they got going on there. They come with Mozins, which are okay, but the best thing about them is, even though they are reserve squads, they have this anti-tank rifle, which has 1,225 meter range, 2 AP and 1 HE power with 19 rounds per minute. That makes them absolutely devastating against enemy infantry and APCs at range, which means that you could use these as spectacular fire support, attacking towns and also defending towns for quite cheap. 10 points plus the 5 for the APC, the BTR-50 being their only vehicle. Next up in my infantry choices, we have the Pantsre Jakari. Not only do they have an absolutely awesome name, they do come with a very competent AT weapon. That 50% accurate 23 AP power, 20 rounds per minute Appalachian weapon system is a force to be reckoned with. They also come with the CQC KK62 with the 491 rounds per minute and a pretty standard setup with their assault rifle, making them very similar to Mote-Schutzen 90 and such. Shock trained, they are sure to do quite a lot of damage to the enemy. Furthermore, they also have the capacity to come in the BMP-1, BMP-2, as well as the XA series. So another interesting unit that I think we're going to see a lot is the Raska Sinkarema, and these are your special forces. They come with the nice assault rifle with a 60% accuracy and 30% stabilizer, 355 rounds per minute, not too special. Again though, they do have the Appalachian, they do have the CQC M78 with a 499 rounds per minute, which is nothing to shy away from. And furthermore, of course, they are elite trained. So a very nice unit for 35 points, which outshine their 30-point counterparts due to that increase in AT weapon and machine gun. Furthermore, they can come in the XA series and a couple of helicopters. In the background, you can see the XA 185 KT, which has the Bushmaster autocannon. A really nice addition to the XA series. Finally, for the infantry choices, we have the Raska Sinkarema, which is a very interesting name to start, and I hope I'm getting these pronunciations right, although I'm more likely not doing so. But I like this unit mainly due to the fact it does come with the Mosins. I mean, that's not really a reason to take it, but the recoilless rifle with the 16 AP power and 2 HE power in the 15.5 strength squad is pretty cool, I think, you know, for a Finnish unit. I quite like having this as a choice in the infantry tab. I don't actually expect people to take these too often. I just thought it was a really cool unit that I like the look of, and that big old recoilless rifle sitting on that poor man's back is pretty beast. So that about sums it up for this video. I hope you enjoyed the quick look at some of my favourite logistics and infantry units from Finland. Make sure to keep your eyes peeled for more videos like this, and you can always hit the subscribe button to make that job easier for you. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.